Blood in the Letters, The Tragic Love of Emily Winters. Round Pushpin set in Asheville, North Carolina, USA. Calendar date of crime, October 14th, 2023. Kitchen knife crime, homicide/staged suicide. Dove, Chapter 1. The Girl Who Believed in Forever. Emily Winters was only 19. A literature major at the University of North Carolina, Asheville, she was known for her soft voice, messy notebooks filled with poetry, and her belief in forever love. Friends described her as dreamy but grounded, kind-hearted, never naive. She met Lucas Hart, 21, at a campus poetry reading. He was tall, quiet, with a dark sense of humor and a history of switching majors. They connected over a shared love for Edgar Allan Poe and late-night walks through the Blue Ridge Mountains. Within weeks, they were inseparable. But behind the Instagram-perfect couple, something darker was taking shape. Broken Heart Chapter 2. A Love That Turned Controlling. By summer 2023, Emily's friends noticed a change. She stopped showing up for poetry club. Her phone was always on silent. She looked tired. When asked about Lucas, she would smile, then quickly change the subject. Behind closed doors, Lucas had grown possessive. He checked her messages, accused her of cheating, isolated her from friends. According to Emily's journal entries, later recovered from her dorm, she began to feel like a prisoner in her own relationship. Love isn't supposed to feel like fear, she wrote on September 18th. But when I look into his eyes, I don't see the boy from the river. I see someone I don't recognize. Telephone Receiver Chapter 3. The Last Call. On October 13th, Emily called her childhood best friend, Olivia, in tears. She said she was leaving Lucas. She was scared, but she had finally found the courage to walk away. She'd even packed a bag. "He's not who I thought he was," she whispered. "I just want out." That was the last anyone heard from Emily. Police Garlight Chapter 4. The Crime Scene. The next morning, Emily's body was found in a wooded area behind the university library. She was hanging from a tree, wrists bruised, with a handwritten note at the scene that read, "I'm sorry. I couldn't take the pain anymore. Tell Lucas I'll always love him." Police initially ruled it a suicide, but Olivia refused to believe it. So did Emily's professors and family. She had just submitted her midterm essays. She had scheduled a poetry reading for next week. Something felt off. Detective, Chapter 5, A Love Letter with Blood. 2 days after the funeral, Olivia went through Emily's dorm room. Hidden in a copy of Wuthering Heights was a torn, blood-stained note Emily had written. It wasn't a suicide note, it was a warning. "If anything happens to me, it was him. Lucas. Please don't let him fool you." That note changed everything. The case was reopened. Investigators re-examined the scene. The bruises on Emily's wrists didn't match a hanging, more like restraint. The note by the tree? Not in her handwriting. Forensic analysis proved it had been forged by Lucas Hart. Gloves Chapter 6, The Arrest. Police arrested Lucas at his off-campus apartment. Inside they found Emily's backpack, still packed. A notebook where Lucas had practiced different versions of Emily's handwriting. Internet searches for how to stage a suicide. Under pressure, Lucas confessed. He said he snapped when she tried to leave. He had planned to make it look like she took her own life, hoping the pain of losing her would earn him sympathy and spare him prison. Balance Scale, Chapter 7, Trial and Justice. In February 2024, Lucas Hart was convicted of first-degree murder, forgery, and obstruction of justice. He was sentenced to life in prison without parole. In court, Olivia read one of Emily's final poems. "Love is not a cage with a velvet door. Love is wild, brave, and free. And if I am to love, let me first love me." Candle Epilogue. Remembering Emily. A memorial bench now sits near the university library where Emily's life ended. On it are the words, "Write your truth. Speak your fear. Love should never kill." Every October, students hold a candlelight vigil not only to remember Emily, but to remind others, Love should never come with bruises, fear, or silence. Studio microphone, why this story matters. Emily's story isn't just another tragic headline. It's a call to listen, to believe victims, and to question the stories we're told when things don't add up. Love can be powerful, but when poisoned by control, obsession, and violence, it becomes something else entirely.